Parallel circuits. Ep58. Parallel made easy. Opens, shorts, and bright bulbs. Crash course instrumentation. Parallel circuits. Cold open, hook. Ever wonder why a house full of lights stays bright even if one bulb burns out? Today, we'll make parallel circuits feel obvious by learning to spot two electrically common points and predict what opens and shorts actually do. No bench gear, no formulas, just clear visuals. By the end, you'll be able to identify parallel at a glance and reason through faults with confidence. What parallel really means, concept only. A circuit is in parallel when every branch connects to the same two electrically common points. Because of that, the voltage across every branch is the same as the source voltage. Think of two rails, a top rail and a bottom rail. Any component that simply goes from the top rail to the bottom rail is part of a parallel branch. That equal voltage rule is why matching lamps in parallel glow with full brightness at the same time. The three rules, parallel versus series, side by side. Parallel, voltage. Same across every branch. Two equipotential nodes feed all branches. Parallel, current. Source current splits among branches. Total current equals the sum of branch currents. Parallel, resistance. Equivalent resistance is less than the smallest branch. Compute using reciprocals. Series current. Same through every element, single path. Series voltage. Individual drops add to equal the source voltage. Series resistance. Equivalent resistance is the sum of all resistances. It's greater than any single resistor. Coming from our series circuits episodes, swap the words voltage and current between the first two rules, and you have the core contrast. Pro tip, remember one line, parallel keeps voltage same and currents add. Series keeps current same and voltages add. Opens and shorts, the big idea. An open in a branch stops current in that branch, but other branches keep working because they still have full voltage. A short across a load removes the load's voltage so that the load turns off, while the other branches remain normal. So opens kill current, shorts kill voltage for the shorted load. This independence is the superpower of parallel wiring. Everyday intuition, no lab required. Home lighting is wired in parallel so one failed lamp does not darken the house. Automotive accessories share a battery in parallel, so each device sees the same 12 volts. Battery packs may place cells in parallel to increase available current while holding the same voltage level. Quick predictions you can make without math. Add another identical branch. Total current from the source increases, but each branch still has the same voltage and brightness. Open a branch. Total current drops by that branch's share, while the other branches stay the same. Short a load within its branch? That load loses its voltage and turns off. Other branches remain normal, though the source current may rise. Mental model you can picture. Imagine the top node colored blue and the bottom node colored green. Anything that connects blue to green is a parallel branch and must have the same voltage as the source. Use this blue-green test to spot parallel instantly in any schematic drawing or animation. History bite. Early city lighting often used series strings of arc lamps. One failure could darken a whole street. As incandescent lighting spread, engineers adopted parallel distribution so each lamp received full supply voltage and failures were isolated. That practical shift is the same principle you just learned conceptually. Quick recap for retention. Parallel. Same voltage across branches. Currents add. Equivalent resistance goes down. Series. Same current through all parts. Voltages add. Equivalent resistance goes up. Opens stop branch current. Shorts remove a load's voltage. Adding branches in parallel increases total current while branch voltage stays the same. Outro and call to action. Parallel circuits are all about equal voltage, independent branches, and predictable behavior for opens and shorts. If this helped, please like and subscribe so you never miss a Crash Course Instrumentation episode. Huge thanks to Tony Kuphaldt and the open source community for making the foundational materials freely available to learners everywhere.